up, YouTube? Ray here, Fabulous Bulldogs, checking in with you guys today. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's being safe out there. Today's video, we're going to be giving you a rundown on what I do when I whelp my puppies. I told you guys I will show you guys a lot more about whelping and whelping tips. And the puppies are coming up on 1 week. They're 1 week old tomorrow. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown on what I do. Now, keep in mind, you guys, this is just what I do. What works for me might not work for you. But if you're a new breeder, if you're a new English Bulldog breeder, and you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and that bell notification so you can stay updated with more videos from Fabulous Bulldogs. Anyway, the first thing I'm gonna do, you guys, I gotta clean out this incubator. It's very important to keep the area and everything that you keep your puppies in very, very clean. You don't wanna have them, because with newborn puppies, they crawl over the top of each other and they stimulate each other to go to the bathroom. And you don't want your puppies to be crawling on poop or anything like that. They can catch things like coccidia, they can catch bacteria infections, all that stuff. So no further ado, I'm just gonna get to cleaning this this incubator out real quick, and then we'll get to the whelping and things. So, and I'll let you guys see the puppies. So you gotta put on your gloves. Me, I always put on gloves when I'm whelping my puppies, especially in the first couple of weeks. I make sure that I don't touch them or anything. You know, my hands sometimes, even though I keep them very clean, they can still get germs and stuff on them. So I always put on gloves for the first couple of weeks. I don't be wanting to hold them with my regular hands. So let me get these puppies out of here, let you guys check them out. This right here is a boy. This is a boy. Like I said, they're coming up on 1 week old tomorrow. So this is a boy right here. Lilac, tri, hopefully a tri, but you can't see the tri markings yet. This is a girl, and she is going to be nice. This girl is short. She's compact, lilac tri. Nice. Look at this boy. Come here, buddy. And one thing about puppies, they like to bury themselves underneath the blankets and stuff. So try to keep the corners and stuff down in your area if you have an incubator or anything. This right here, this is a boy. This was the smallest boy out of the litter, you guys. And he is the runt, but man, don't never count out the runts, because sometimes the runts can turn out to be the best ones. You just got to be patient and watch them grow up. But this is a lilac tri. Look at this boy. This is the fattest boy out of the whole litter. This boy is big. He is big. He's way bigger than the other puppies. But this is a male. Look at that boy. Let me go ahead and get the rest of them out of here so we can get to it. This is another male. I like him. He's really, really short. He's compact. He's probably going to be little. Lilac tri. Look how little he is. That boy is little. He's nice. I like this, how I like my Bulldogs, especially my minis. I like them small. I like them small and compact. And this right here is another boy. We have 6 puppies, and all 6 of the puppies are doing good. They're all doing good, you guys. So that's a blessing. So with this incubator right here, I like to turn everything off just to make sure, you know, with the heat light and stuff. Turn it all the way off. Take the lid off. Like I said, you got to make sure that you're keeping the area really, really clean. So make sure that you're changing out their bedding and everything at least once a day. And I like to, and inside the bedding, I got this foam right here. This right here, it helps them with flat chest. So if you don't have foam, just ball up some t-shirts, some socks or anything like that, and just put it at the bottom of the pool. So that way they have bumps and they're not, it's not flat surface. So And this is what we use, you guys. We use Autoban. It kills 99% of germs, and it's safe for puppies and kids. It's really, really good. I'm just gonna do this right now, so while the puppies are eating, this can dry, because you don't want to just throw them up in here, but you want to make sure you're keeping that area really, really clean. I do this every day. There we go, there we go. And let me go get mom real quick. I forgot to put this piece in. Let me let the mom so we can put the puppies on. Just give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so about to put the puppies on Starburst. Got my girl Starburst up in here right now. Come here, mama, come here, mama. So before I do anything, with my dogs, by putting the dogs on, I always make sure that you clean off your female. You know, your female will be going outside. She goes to the bathroom. Her nipples and things could be dragging on the ground. So you don't want their nipples and stuff to basically have dirt and stuff on them. So what I do is I wipe down the nipples really, really good. Just to make sure there ain't no dirt or nothing on it. Also, I take this time to clean out her incision. You know, before I put the puppies on, just to make sure where she had her C-section is not dirty or anything. So if your dog had a C-section, you can also take this time to clean it out. I always want to make sure everything stays clean. You got to try to keep everything as clean as possible, you guys. As clean as possible. So I'll take this time, I use a little alcohol and just dab it on her incision. Right there, if you guys can see it, her incision. Take alcohol, I just dab it on there just to keep it really, really clean. Make sure there's no infection or anything on her incision. And I do this at least once or twice a day just to make sure it stays clean. You don't want it to get infected or anything. So gotta stay on top of this, you guys. Gotta stay on top of all this stuff right here, because you don't want it to snowball out of control, because it can't snowball out of control if you're not keeping up on it. So make sure you're wiping off her nipples so there's no dirt on it, and take the time to clean out her incision, make sure it's all clean and looking good. Ain't that right, mama? So I like to keep my dogs like this. I lay her down so that way she's comfortable. That way the puppies have a little bit. Come here, mama. Let me see. There you go, good girl, good girl. Starburst, she loves being a mom. I make sure that her milk is good. Or I could put her over on this side. Let me see. There we go. So, the little puppies are the ones that I like to put on first. Basically just to make sure they get the milk flow. Because I feel like in the beginning, when you first put them on, they get that first boost of milk. So I like to put the smallest puppy on the back, because that's what has the most milk, is the back. And sometimes you have to direct them to the nipple. They'll find it after a while. Direct them to it. This little girl right here. Now, is this a girl? Nah, that's a boy. That's a boy. That's that boy. There you go. I have one puppy in here that likes to aspirate a lot. So what I like to do, you have to learn the puppies and see what behaviors they have. So what I like to do is let the ones that eat well, because normally when they aspirate, they're really, really greedy. And that makes them drink too fast, so milk likes to come out their nose and things. So what I like to do is put him on last. Once the other puppies who drink good clear out the milk. So that's what I like to do. It just works for me, you guys. It just works for me. You know, it helps me so I don't have to deal with the aspiration. Because one thing about Bulldogs, aspiration will kill your puppies. If your puppy aspirate, it will kill them. So you want to make sure that you watch them closely and make sure that no milk or anything is coming out of their lungs. Because if they inhale that milk into their lungs, you're going to deal with things like ammonia and things like that, which can kill your puppies. So make sure that you're watching them closely. Make sure that you're watching them closely and make sure that they're not aspirating. And where's my towel at? So I always keep a towel right here. So if you see any milk coming out of their nose, you want to pick them up as fast as you can. Wipe away the milk out of their nose. And then I like to use this right here. It's an aspirator. So you can go ahead and pull all the milk and everything up out of their nose, because you don't want that milk to stay in their nose because it could kill them. And that's probably one of the most deadliest things with English Bulldogs is aspiration. So look at them, you guys. They're eating good. All 6 of them, they're doing really, really good. This litter is doing good. I was a little nervous in the beginning because their poop was a weird color, but it all went back to normal. So that's a blessing, man. These puppies are doing great, man. Like I said, we have 6 puppies. We will have 4 puppies available. I don't know which puppies will be available out of this litter, but we will have 4 puppies available. So if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned. You know, they're still really, really young. So they're just coming up on 1 week old. So they still got a lot of growing and stuff to do. But I guarantee you guys, when you guys see these puppies in about 3 weeks, man, you're gonna be blown away. You're gonna be blown away. Guarantee it. 3 times California chrome, everything in this litter. And sometimes they like to jump off of the nipples, so just go ahead and put them back. You know, comfort your mama. Good mama. Good mama. Good girl, Starburst. Good girl, mama. You're a good mama. Starburst is such a good mom. She loves being a mom. She's always running to her puppies. Always wants to be around them. Sometimes she works herself up. Okay, you guys, you see this right here? You see he has milk coming out of his nose? So you want to make sure you wipe that away right away. You don't want that milk to stay there because then they can inhale it. So what I like to do, you guys, is I'll take that away because he's being greedy right now. I put him on my towel. I'll take this. I'll hold his head because his mouth will open up, and then I'll suck out that milk. You want to make sure you get that milk out of there. They don't like it. They will fight you. You don't want to hold them too tight. So if they pull back, just let them go because you don't want to hurt them. But you want to make sure you get that milk up out of there. Because you don't want them to catch ammonia or anything. So if you guys can see that milk's pulling up out of there, it's very important. It's very, very important to get the milk out of there. Because that's one thing that will kill English Bulldogs, fat puppies, faster than anything is aspiration. See that milk coming out? All right, buddy. All right. He's in there mad. He want to get out. So I'm going to go ahead and let him out real quick. There you go, right there, buddy. Get in there, buddy. Get in there. So you always want to check them, you guys, just to make sure none of them aspirated or anything. And what I also like to do when they aspirate is I'll hold their head down like this and I'll pat their back. You want to hold their head down to make sure all the milk and stuff goes to the front, and you just pat their back just like this. If you guys can hear, he's making that little noise. That means he still has milk in there. So you just want to make sure any dogs with smashed faces, they have a higher chance of aspirating. So, and that's one thing that will kill your puppies faster than anything is aspiration. So make sure you're watching them closely. All right, buddy. You're all right. See that milk coming out of there? Got to stay on top of them. Keeping English Bulldogs alive is not easy, you guys. Are you pooping? But you always want to listen and make sure if he has any milk in their lungs. He still does. I know, I'm trying to help you, buddy. He's mad at me, if you guys hear him. But you gotta get it out. Gotta help you out. You'll thank me later. I don't see any more coming out, which is a good thing. This thing right here is a lifesaver. There goes some right there. Especially in the beginning stage with English Bulldogs, aspiration is a big thing because they don't really know the milk flow yet. It does get easier as they get older, but right now, since they're so little, they be greedy. So the big thing that will kill your puppies off faster than anything is aspiration. So you want to stay on top of them. And right now, since I was messing with him, he's pooping. As you guys can see, you always want to make sure that your puppy goes poop and pee right after they get done feeding. He still sounds like he has milk in there. Make sure I clean that up. See, he's pooping. You want to make sure you stimulate him with a baby wipe, just to make sure you get all the poop and pee out. Let me check these guys, see how they doing. Gotta watch them closely, you guys. You gotta watch these puppies closely. Make sure there's no milk or anything coming out their nose. Like I said, that's the main thing with whelping English Bulldogs is aspiration. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get the milk and stuff out of his nose real quick, and then I'll tend to other puppies. I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. All right, you guys, so I got all the milk and stuff out of his nose. It took a little while, but you got to be patient and you got to make sure that you get all the milk and everything out of their nose because you don't want it to sit in there and you don't want them to swallow it down into their lungs. Like I said, I cannot stress this enough. Aspiration will kill your puppies. So look at them, you guys. They're falling off. They're doing really, really well. Still eating this big boy right here. So, look at this boy, man. This boy is a monster. Look at him compared to the other ones. He is a monster. Look at him compared to this one. Monster. Put him back on here. Gotta keep checking them just to make sure no milk or anything is coming out their noses. It's a full-time job just making sure they don't aspirate. So now that he's done, you want to make sure that they go to the bathroom, make sure they poop and they pee. You don't want them to get constipated. And right now at this age, you have to stimulate them. They cannot go to the bathroom without being stimulated. Still really, really young, so you want to stimulate him really good. What up, buddy? He's just chilling. Just giving you guys a rundown on what I do. Like I said, right now they're at every 2 hours. I have to do this every 2 hours. For the first week, second week it's every 3 hours, and then every 4 hours, and then you repeat until you finally transition them to mush and things. So I want to try to get them to go to the bathroom. There you go. See, you just rub the back end, stimulate them, and then they'll start going to the bathroom. So there he goes right there, you guys. You just want to stimulate them until they go to the bathroom. Good boy. Like I said, they're doing really, really well, man. These puppies is doing good. I'm blessed. You feel better now, man? So after they're done, sometimes I take a baby wipe and I wipe them down to make sure there's no poop or nothing on them, just to keep them really clean, man. You got to keep them clean. You want to keep them clean. They get mad at you for doing it, but you got to stay on top of them. So I wipe them down, make sure they clean, and then put them back in the incubator. And someone asked me why I use the incubator. I like the incubator because it's a regulated temperature, it's a regulated environment, so I don't have to worry about if they're cold, if they're hot. I know how hot it is in there from the temperature gauge, so that's why I like the incubator. And you know, with them aspirating and things, I could put in a little bit of oxygen just to make sure, you know, English Bulldogs with their breathing, just to make sure that their lungs and everything is good. And only keep the oxygen on them for the first week. For the first week, sometimes 2. So, like I mentioned, you guys, I just wanted to give a real quick rundown. I don't want to show me wiping every single puppy down and things. I'm going to go ahead and tend to these puppies. So, what I want to tell you guys is make sure that you are watching these puppies closely. You can't just throw them on the mom and walk away, because you'll come back and your puppies will be dead from aspiration. You know, I'm gonna give you guys a story. My friend, he always wanted a chocolate tri puppy. Always wanted a chocolate tri. He had his chocolate tri puppy. Had it. It was a beautiful chocolate tri, just like these puppies. 3 times California chrome. Man, would have been a top-notch stud, and he lost his puppy. Lost his puppy he always dreamed of, and lost it because of aspiration. So go to Walgreens. They sell these at Walgreens. Make sure you guys have one of these available. It really comes in handy for when you're whelping puppies. Also, make sure that you have your baby wipes and things like that. The things that you need to clean off the mom and stuff. Let me show you guys everything else that I have too. That's just not everything, but those are the main things that I use when I'm in my whelping session. Also, you guys, I have everything. This is what I have Starburst on right now. Oxy Mama. This really helps with their milk flow. So we got Starburst on that. Another thing that really helped me out when Starburst wasn't producing milk that much, you guys, is the Miracle Nipples. These things right here come in handy. So you could put these on a syringe like this right here. It fits right on the top of it. See, put this on. Fits right on the top of it, and then they'll suck on this and they'll automatically pull it down. So they think that they're sucking on their mom. This thing really came in handy as well during this whelping session. And you want to keep all your syringes, keep all that stuff, you guys. Keep everything. Medicines. So breeding these dogs is not easy. It's not easy. It kind of upsets me when people always say it's just about the money. They don't see the work and the dedication and things that go into it. And that's understandable, because people only see the beginning and the end. People only see that you had puppies, and they see the end, that you sold puppies. They don't see the middle part where you lost the litter. They don't see that the mom almost died. They don't see that you lost 2 puppies and you were stressed out. They don't see any of that. They just see that you bred the mom and you made money. There's way more that goes into it than that, you guys. You really have to love this. You really have to be on top of it. It's a full-time job, but I love it, you guys. So anyway, that's just a rundown on what I do on my whelping session. Hope I helped you guys. If you had any questions or anything, make sure you leave it down in the comments. I'll answer any questions. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram. I'll also leave that down in the description as well. I put a lot of information on Instagram. I show the puppies. So anyway, we will have 4 puppies available out of this litter. 4 puppies. We do have 4 males and 2 females. So look at this boy right here. We'll have 4 puppies available. If you're interested, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, and we can go from there, man. I just want to say God bless and have a good day. Peace.